Hey everyone, and welcome to another Team Fortress video. And this time I'm talking about the new Pyro update that is coming up, and of course none has been revealed, as always. And I would like to talk about what I think will be good for the Pyro. Of course this all suits my playstyle and the people I've met. I will not be suitable for everyone, but I think will be two nice changes that could help out a lot of people in the game, and will be make it a little more balanced for the Pyro and everyone else. And since we're the Team Fortress 2 community, we are used to disappointment, so let's get out everything from our hearts, everything that we think could be good for the game, but it will never happen. So this is what I think. First weapon that I think it could get another makeover is the backburner. Now, this weapon got a lot of changes the past few years. It started off with more health, then increased, then removed, then got more damage, and now it's just fine. Now it doesn't have any change. Pretty much just crits from the back, just as the title says, but I think that with this weapon there should be two things. First off, 15% more speed in the user. Now I say this because when you're using the Pyro Jack, you can notice that the speed makes a whole lot of difference. It can help out a lot, but it's still counterable. It would still be fair, the enemies will still be able to kill you, but you'll be able to be more mobile. It will be helping a hell of a lot. And since the back burner requires the back to be effective, and as everyone knows, the hitbox for the back burner is not the same as the spike backstab, so it's quite hard to get someone's back. You have the either 90 degrees angle or it won't be crits. So I think 15% will be a good thing, because you'll be able to counter heavies, be able to GTFO from soldiers, and be able to counter sentries with this, which is good, but I think could be a little too much. I think most people wouldn't think it's fair because the Pyro will be faster, but I think it would be good because the Pyro chance to counter everything, and mostly since it's a back burner, you have to hit the back, and since when you hit the back everyone's gonna look at you, you're not gonna have a chance to hit the back exactly, so it will kind of help. And the second thing I think it could be good for the weapon is 30% switching speed. This is just bitching from me, because switching between the back burner and the Neon Annihilator to me is really hard, because switching time is really slow, at least for in the situations I'm in. But this is something I think it would just fit me. I think it will be too overpowered for the Pyro, but I think it will be nice for me, for my playstyle. But we got a Razor, which is the combo weapon for Pyro, necessary change. Now this one, it has to be done. There's no after all the complaints the community had, this has to be done. Nerf the fucking flog. I don't know who had the idea to just buff it up, but they did, and it has to be done. It has to be nerfed. If it gets up being buffed, the Pyro is already 2 WN1. I avoid doing WN1, and I WN1 too much, because I try to do combos as much as possible. I try to push them in there, melee them or something. I just try to give the enemy a chance to counter me. But the Flock, there's no such a thing as countering. There's just, you die. There's no way. Because of Flock, you always find it with WN1 Pyros. I haven't seen a single WN1 with the back burner or the Greaser. Just Flock. Always Flock. So what I think could be done for the Flock is 25 less damage and 75 less switching time. The damage will help people be able to counter it because they would live for longer. And switching time is to avoid any combo Pyro. Because if you use the Flog in combo, you're guaranteed to win. Like if I did my combo of the Flog and the Neon Annihilator, no one would survive. I avoid using the Flog just so people can counter me. And I think that those things will keep up the charm of the Flog, of being a complete asshole, but would also make it more balanced so people can counter this. Now, the next weapon I think should get a change is the detonator. I think the explosives should have larger range, more like a rocket range. I think this will be little get out of hand with some pyros, but admit it, no one uses the detonator to hit someone. They all use to rocket jump. And this will be good because it helps rocket jumping as a pyro, and you already can do that, it just will be better. Like, you just get further. Now, the next one is another one that seriously needs some changes, is the reserve shooter. I use the reserve shooter, I have it, and I've used it quite a lot. I can tell it's the cheapest weapon a pyro can use, because holy shit, it's extremely cheap. Like, I don't even have to explain why it's cheap, just by reading the stats you can guess it. So what I think can be done for the reserve shooter is 35 less switching time. That would help the person who is fighting the pyro counter him, because the pyro will take longer to take out the reserve shooter and fire them. And still, it would make it harder for the pyro to shoot him, but it also would give him more time to aim, but it gives time to counter, so it makes a little more balanced. Second is only 2 shots. One thing that annoys me in the reserve shooter is the fact that it has 4 shots. You can just spam the target and they will die because there's nothing that you can do about it. Because even if they counter it, you have 3 more shots, so you kill them anyways. And the third thing is pellets spreads more. So the shotguns has pellets. It's pretty much just various particles of a projectile, but they are way too concentrated in one spot. The reserve shooter should be more spread wide. That would help a lot. Now, the next one is a personal thing to fit my playstyle, is Neo Annihilator. I think there should not be a damage penalty. Now, the reason I say this is because I use this combo. But if you look at the Neo Annihilator stats, it has no reason to avoid having damage. It has no reason to have damage penalty. I mean, if it was something like the Frog, I will completely understand. The Frog has more damage pretty much. But the Neo Annihilator only creates against wet players, and it's so hard to get a wet player in the first place, because you either have map milk or you have to be playing in a wet map, which there's like 3 in the whole game. So I don't get it why it has damage penalty. I think that should be removed from the weapon. I think it will be best, especially since something electric, which causes more damage to a real person. Okay, so the next part is weapons for the Pyro. Of course, I already have concepts for the Pyro, but I'm gonna talk about one, because this one I think seriously needs to be added to the game. So, I call it the Extinguisher. It has 30% faster deploying time, it has 40 more range, Extinguish teammates heals 60 HP, deals 90 less damage, particles does not lead targets on fire, instead they become wet, and become 30% vulnerable to damage, and less 50% vulnerable to fire damage for 5 seconds. And particles extinguishes any teammates in range. Now, this is a very important concept for Pyro, because every class has a combat and a support weapon, but the Pyro himself does not have a support weapon. All these weapons are combat focused only, and since people always sees the Pyro as either Dumbling 1 or Spy Checker, I think this weapon will be neat, because you'd be able to extinguish your team and at the same time spy check. You'd be the support Pyro with this weapon, which I think would be a really great idea for the Pyro, since we don't have anything for support as a Pyro. So those are my thoughts of what would be neat for the Neo update. But of course, we've been disappointed before, we are gonna be disappointed again. So I don't expect any changes like this be made. Of course, my thoughts may be a little overpowered, maybe a little too handicapping the Pyro, like the Frog, or handicapping the Counterer. I'm not really sure, no one has looked at this, so you guys are being the first ones to see. Leave a comment below of what you think, and just that. So see you in the next video. Bye!